I'm Andrei
Potapov. This is Osmo Pocket. I don't really like poking around cons because I used to look for the pros and see the glass half full. But experience of Russian television has shown that it is the most eye-catching content. But still, in this video, I will tell not only about the disadvantages that, by the way, I didn't expect to see in this beautiful device. I'll show you how cool Osmo Pocket is, show you test frames and compare its pros and cons to the action camera with Pixar lens installed. Just want to tell you that I'm in bright mind and sober memory and realize that after release of this device, sales of Pixar lenses will be probably decrease. But I will be honest with you, we don't have the task only to sell. We appear to work for a long time, work with regular customers and do it on A+. Our goal is to share accurate information and earn your trust. I have already made a video from a trip to China about the perfect set for bloggers, about the video studio and a backpack. I think it was pretty interesting and cool, but it's not longer relevant. Thank DJI for that. We make videos on YouTube every week, and now we launch several channels to our clients and make a YouTube studio. Therefore, I immediately ordered this camera for a personal use, and here it is. The wow effect takes place immediately after opening the box. When all take it in arms, it looks like a baby, and they're wondering how cute it is. But love's blind. I haven't read the description of specs, and now we are together, and we think how to be next. I wanted to start with pros, but let's start from the beginning, how we met each other. Device can only be activated via iPhone or Android with Type-C. DJI, what about all other devices with micro USB? Are they not in your interest or what? And next, I'm not a fan of iPhones and not the target audience of DJI at the same time. And just when I thought that activation issue is finished, and here we have the next surprise. In this device there is no Bluetooth and Wi-Fi at all. Didn't you know it? The model can be purchased for $75, but with this model, the device will not be so small and streamlined and will not fit in the complete case. How is it possible? Even in the cheapest Chinese camera there is such a possibility. I understand that DJI want more money, so you're welcome. Let me just enjoy your device. I thought again and went by our tradition to Archis to shoot some cool footage on this camera. It is cool and it's not even scarier than a closed cable car. There are a lot of people downstairs and you're not worried that, God forbid, you fall on someone. I used to shoot a lot less on trips because there was not such a compact device and it was too lazy for me to take and connect the camera with a stabilizer, or I had to carry the entire system. Now I don't consider the action camera separately, as I like to shoot with stabilizer. Here everything is simple. Get Osmo Pocket out of your pocket, 2 seconds and you are ready to shoot in 4K 60 fps. And very cool feature that it has a monitor in the handle. Yes, it's small, but in general it's quite enough. The only thing I wasn't pleased that the screen has 4:3 aspect ratio and it cuts the edges of the image and it's not even 4:3, it's a square. See, it has the same sides all around. Well, apparently they wanted to make the picture bigger, so there you can see the focus, but you cannot see it. This screen has in all action cameras only to see the composition of the picture, and objectively it cannot be done with Osmo Pocket, because you cannot see the edges, and this is the third surprise. Guys, please don't be like me. We just now found the settings which allows you to enter 16 to 9 image in 4 to 3 screen, so you can see all edges of the picture. Of course, the picture has become a little smaller, but nevertheless, it's already possible to see the composition. In general, there is a manual, but this little book have just a few words about how to turn on the camera, how to charge, how to update, and that's all. Nothing about other settings. If you swipe your finger from the top, you can open settings. If you then go to the right, there is such a picture. Click on it, and we see that image fit into the screen. The image has become smaller, but we see a full 16 to 9 frame. Was it easy to sky? What about turns? How are you doing? Yes, turns are good, but there was one time when I almost fell down, but I'm fine. One of the coolest features is that you can just tap twice on object and it starts to follow it. I mean, no matter how I spin it, it's still watching 3D. And if I press 3 times, the camera turns into selfie mode and automatically recognizes the face and starts to follow and focus on it. It's very cool that this camera has autofocus, but unfortunately, sometimes it jumps and tries to refocus. Because of that, we can get bad shots. But in general, of course, it's very convenient. For example, I tap my finger on the trees, the camera focuses on the trees, and I tap my finger on the snow, focus on the snow. I always shoot 25 or 50 FPS. If you don't know why, so write in the comments and we will make a video about it. This format can be selected in the settings. But surprise, it's only via phone which I cannot connect to the camera. Only 60 and 30 frames per second can be set on the camera. But even if you can find a suitable phone and connect it, camera will go into Pro mode, which will reset every time you want to take a photo. And you will need to search again and connect the phone and then choose 25 or 50 FPS and start to shoot. And again it will reset. It's not only in the photo mode. There are a number of settings that you cannot use without deactivating this format. So look, go to the video settings. And here is available only 30 and 60 FPS. Connect the phone. To do that, we need to install the adapter. And phone with the DJI app installed. Mima, Mima, or wherever. And here. If you go to the settings 30 and 60 FPS, click here. Go to the top line. In the video, it's now turned on already. And go to the Pro mode. After that, all other functions have been activated. And it's also became available 25 and 50 FPS mode. For example, I choose 25 and turn off the phone. Here is also writing frequency 25 FPS. I can shoot. But if I want to take a picture, switching to photo mode, he asks about turning Pro mode off. We don't need to quit. And even if I don't to select any settings, it doesn't allow me to open them, only by deactivating Pro mode. If I turn off the Pro mode, I have settings, but the frame rate becomes 30 or 60, if it was set before, and there are no other options. And now again, if I need to set 25 frames, I need to plug in my phone, change settings and use it. DJI, I'm your fan, and I really hope that you'll fix it in further firmwares. Please, it's so easy and logical. So I go into the blogger mode. Now we go to the gym, run, warm up and shoot. Well, now let's go to the air yoga and try to make entire workout in time-lapse. Osmo Pocket have two microphones, one aims directly at you and the other one is downward. White noise automatically records from the microphone where the noise is less. Let's sound check begin. I am turning around and you listen. Sound check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If this device was designed as a super compact and convenient, why we cannot share shots directly to the computer via USB? Why I need to carry a card reader or adapter to the micro SD card? It's not clear for me. Yes, you can share shots to publish in social directly on the phone, but only if you bought a special wireless adapter. And I guess you still remember a story about micro USB. Okay, DJI has positioned its product as a device for bloggers. Well, it has everything you need. I mean a selfie mode, stabilization, mobility and audio jack connector. No, there is no audio jack at all. DJI offers a Type-C to 3.5mm jack adapter that looks like a USB flash drive, and it installed here from the button. The disadvantage is that this device will not fit in the complete case, and it will be inconvenient and you need to buy after all. Well, we tried using an adapter that you can buy in regular store Type-C to 3.5mm, but it didn't work with this device. There is no tripod mount on the Osmo Pocket. Should I stick it in the snow or what I should do? Should I take a GoPro that I can put on tripod? What should I do in this case? What's the point of having this camera? Yes, you can buy additional accessory. Again, say hello to DJI marketers, which can be fastened, and you will have a mount for GoPro pad, which you will able to attach on the tripod mount. But this extra cost, and again, we are losing size and it's not gonna fit in the default case. And after the purchase, it also was a surprise that it has non-removable battery, and if you need to shoot for a long time, then you need to carry power bank with you to charge the camera. And besides, lithium-ion batteries and in general all batteries have the ability to break down after a year or two, especially if you didn't properly watch for the device and left it uncharged for a long time. In this case, if you fail the battery, you will have to carry it to the surface center for replacement. I doubt that anyone can replace it by yourself. This camera has a pretty high 2-point aperture lens, and I didn't expect that it to make noise even in well-lit scenes. Here, for example, we have a picture with a scorching sun, and in the sky you can see quite a lot of noise. OSMO Pocket has 80 degrees field of view. Here, for example, compared with the Pixar 3.4mm lens, where 80 degrees field of view. According to my personal feelings, the angle for the universal camera is not enough. For example, I shoot my ski, and in this frame I would very much like to see the knees. Despite the surprises, I like this camera and I will use it further. Please write in comments what would you like to learn about it, and I'll show you the shots that I get. But first, let's consider, is there any advantages of using an action camera with Pixar replaceable lenses compared to this camera?
Round 1.
And so, the usual action camera will suit you if you often shoot from a selfie stick or tripod and don't want to save or overpay for the stabilizer. In this case, the action camera will be even more compact. Well, the stabilizer can always be purchased if you need it. Next, if you need a fixed focus, just adjust it once and it will not jump and refocus. If you shoot macro, remember that most Pixar lenses don't have a minimum focusing distance at all, and you can focus even on the lens surface. If you have many hours of shootings, it is just about the benefits of the removable battery. If you need a wider lens, for example, for extreme shooting, if you need different focal lengths, because we produce lenses from wide angle which have 10 degrees field of view more than OSMO Pocket has, two long focus lenses. And we are now working on a fully replaceable fisheye lens. OSMO Pocket is suitable for lazy people like me, for a smooth lifting in motion, for those who like autofocus and electronic image stabilization, for those people who think that the camera costs that much, the tripod costs that much, the stabilizer costs that much. And he thinks that will be better if I pay $500 and I will not sore my brains, for those who care about smooth and tracking the object. Well, in general, I liked OSMO Pocket, except for these listed disadvantages. The compactness of this camera is brought to the point of absurdity, and at this rate I feel that very soon comes the time when the camera will be implanted right in the finger, although it would probably be easier to record the image directly on retina of our eye, and stabilizer no longer needed, Mother Nature taking care of it, but it still don't design any replaceable optics. But I think by the time we will develop some kind of Pixar eye lens. We managed to go to Dambai again, so here are some more sunny shots for you guys. Hey, how are you? I'm still in shock, but I feel fine. It's very beautiful over here. We are now in Dambai, but to be honest, I prefer Arrakis. There everything much more civilized. Here is not too bad too. Here are cool mountains and views around. Everything is much higher and more majestic here. And in Arrakis, the path is that everything is aimed only at skating. Oh, my first fall. Oh, doesn't count. I sincerely hope that our review will be really useful for you, but if you don't agree with us, or vice versa, you have found more cons or pros of OSMO Pocket, then share with us, leave in a comment under this video. So that's it, see you next videos, bye!